I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-minute convos where I help you create a brand of your own unique, real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good night, Eileen Head. How are you going on this wonderful, beautiful night?
It is a gorgeous night in Calgary where I am as well.
That's good. It's great to hear, my friend. Please tell us, Eileen, which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this time?
Well, I am a personality and relationship expert, and I met you virtually through the Evolutionary Business Council.
Yeah, Evolution EBC. Big up to EBC.
Yes.
They are amazing people, aren't they?
There are.
Yes. So big up to Palm Bean and Teresa de Gruba. Thank you for connecting me to Eileen. My pleasure. I'm sure this is going to be a great conversation. So Eileen, tell us then, who did you learn that skill from? That skill of personality and relationship expert?
Well, I learned the Enneagram Personalities after leaving a 35-year marriage where I'd been searching for answers to why we were good people with the same values, same morals and ethics, and yet we're unable to connect.
Did you just say 35 years or months?
Years.
Wow. Well, congratulations on that. Wow.
Yeah, it was a challenging decision and a big growth journey.
I can well imagine. It's 35 years, which means that this picture is probably dated 20 years ago.
No, it's not. Actually, it's only about a year old.
Wow. Well, it seems as though marriage is working good, is it?
Well, I got married really young. I got married at 18, so...
Wow. Amazing stuff. So tell me, how has that impacted your life? 35 years of marriage.
Well, it was a very stressful time because I was unable to figure out why we weren't able to connect and what was it that I was doing or not doing. And because we weren't able to figure out that communication or figure out how each of us needed to feel loved, it was a stressful time for both of us.
How did you get over this hurdle?
The Enneagram.
How did you apply it?
Well, the Enneagram is an amazing model where it has a path of development. So it just doesn't, it's a unique personality model because it has this path of development that shows you what your patterns are, what you are doing, and how to replace them. So not just your strengths and challenges like a lot of other personality models have, but exactly what patterns are sabotaging you or shows you your couple dynamic personalities. So what are your differences? What are your similarities? And it can really help bring together couples and people, and it has your own growth path.
What was your number on the Enneagram?
I'm a 2 supporter.
Okay. I'm a 7.
Do you know the Enneagram?
Oh, yeah. I'm a 7. Ooh.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So are you at the point where you can guess what a person number is sometimes?
Yeah, there's similarities and lookalikes, but yeah, personalities are just patterns of behavior. So when you recognize the pattern, you understand the personality, and then you can relate to the person, which takes your connection much deeper, as you well know.
Yeah, most definitely. You're very correct. Yeah, love it. Well, tell me one other thing, Eileen, you've done consistently over the last 3 years.
Well, because I was so passionate about the Enneagram and the information that it showed for me to help me heal through divorce and to bring my family, even my ex-husband, to help us all heal through that. I'm very passionate about helping other people know that there are answers, because a lot of us believe that relationships are just mysterious and there is no easy way to figure them out, but the Enneagram can help you. And so I've spent the last 3 years developing an online program called Get Love the Way You Need. And it's been another journey.
Yeah, the online space does bring with it some tasks that look easy on the user side, but definitely on the production side, there's the challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, I did it all. I scripted, I videoed, I edited, I built Infusionsoft, websites. And it's because I'm so passionate about wanting to share this with other people, because you don't need to struggle if you know this.
So how does it make you feel now that you've seen specifically the way things have worked the way things have been orchestrated then? I mean, who would have thought that you'd have been doing Infusionsoft, right? So how does it make you feel to know that you've accomplished these things in connection with the Enneagram?
Well, I never imagined that I would be doing something like this, or to the extent of what I've done. People tell me that they don't know anyone else who's did all the components themselves. For me, it is the foundation of knowing who I am now that brings me great joy to my life, and it brings me a lot of stability, because before I used to feel like I was clothes on a clothesline. My hands were attached, but my feet were flapping in the wind, and I was a people pleaser for everybody.
Suggest to someone out there that's listening that may be feeling like that exact same way, why they should do what you've done.
Well, if you feel a burning desire, if something has lit you up, like the Enneagram did for me, that's your passion, and it's probably your path and purpose. And the reason we do this is we want to contribute and make a difference in people's lives. And that's why I would recommend, whatever your passion is, to go with it, to do something with it, to create and make a difference.
Amazing audience, we are live with Eileen Head. Again, you can connect with her at eileenhead.com. Is there any other place you'd like to let anyone that's listening connect with you?
Oh, yes, thank you. I have a Facebook group called Relationships Answered, and I'm going to be actually doing a webinar this week, but I'm going to be ongoing relationship answers and interviews and tips and all sorts of things. I'm just getting going on that.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Eileen, let's switch gears for a moment now, and let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Eileen, what is your earliest childhood memory?
Oh, I love your visual. Standing up in the crib, about 2 years old,
Wow.
I think.
Wow. Tell us more. Why do you think this memory is so clear?
You know, your question really made me think. I think because I'm a 2 supporter, it's that connection that even from that early age, I wanted to be connected to my parents and my brothers. And I can feel my energy of see me, pick me up, and, hold me, include me.
In a silent way.
Yes, yes.
So how do you think, or how do you see it connecting to who you are today?
It makes a lot of sense, because for me, connection and relationships are the most important thing in my life. For some people, relationships are a part of their life, but for my personality, relationships are our life.
Well, I love how you connected that, Eileen. I love how you connected that. If we fast forwarded to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
I looked it up on the internet. It's My Party by Leslie Gore.
Yeah, that's amazing. Wow. That's amazing. It is your party, isn't it? It's like you have your party right in the crib there. You're having your party. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to pick me up? All right. I've been married for 35 years now. All right. I'm going to build this party. I'm going to learn Infusionsoft. I'm going to do the video work. I'll build this party right in this crib, right in this space. Isn't that amazing?
It is. It truly is. When we connect all the parts of ourselves.
Well, Eileen, we've arrived at our destination now. But before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready, Eileen?
I'm ready.
Eileen, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Not specifically for my program, but the Enneagram is a huge community, and so this could easily continue on because it's automated.
Now, you said you're divorced, right? Have you remarried, or are you still divorced?
I have not remarried.
Okay. Do you have children?
2 sons and 4 amazing grandchildren.
Wow. Congratulations. Do you believe in God?
Absolutely.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes, very many who are supporting and wonderful.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
Probably around 2 hours.
All right.
Max.
All right. And what about screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Yeah, it's not a good answer right now because I'm developing this online program, so it's more than 8.
If you, Eileen, had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, what would you say that is?
It's not what happens to you, it's what you do about it.
Love it. Just like in the crib, right? Wow. Well, Eileen, this has been a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Relationships are not all that mysterious. You just need to understand the 9 personalities, and most specifically your own personality, to find the answer to these 3 questions. Who am I? What do people value in me? And how do I get loved the way I need?
Love it. Eileen Head, again, this was a great pleasure. Thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.